Hey, how's it going, everybody? Happy freaking Saturday. From coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, we're here during a time when everyone else is at Blade Show. You're here, I'm here, everyone but the Blade Show goers are here. So, be that as it may, we're not going to slow down. You know, we couldn't make it to Blade Show. It is what it is. And you know what? That's a-okay. Sometimes you get to go and you get to have fun. Sometimes you don't. But that's okay because I'm here for you, right? We're going to talk knives. We might even do some lurking on the stuff that's going down at Blade Show. I'm not entirely sure yet, but what I am sure of is that there are some awesome folks in the chat. Let's go ahead and do some shout outs. First and foremost, a shout out to Mark Parks in the house, channel member. What's up, Mark? Good to see you, man. We've got Bluetooth Blades in the house as well. Good to see you, another channel member. Thanks for supporting. Let's see, Mike and Ike EDC says like button smashed. Don't smash it. Spartan kick the like button.
This is Sparta!
Let YouTube know that we're here, and that for everyone who's sad that there are very few live streams going on unless those individuals are live at Blade Show. Some of them are. They can come over here. They can come over to this live stream. They can see what's going on. Shout out to Ginger Fisher 75. Thanks for being a channel member, man.
Oh, yeah.
We appreciate it. Let's see. Knife Deet says build contest. Link, please. All right. Let me go ahead and link that over. I actually have it pulled up. Full disclosure, the site is not complete yet. I still need to get the rules in there. I have the rules already. I'm trying to make everything look pretty, look professional, you know? So there it is. So far it's a free website. And that is because, well, it's free. I have no idea how big this idea of mine is going to be. I have no idea if it's going to have legs. I have no idea if anyone is going to enter, or if it's just going to be me, Knife Dope, and Duty's Daggers, and a website. I mean, I do know that I'm looking at it right now. And guys, I wish I could show you this knife. My Spyderco Shaman looks fantastic. I found some scales and I found a clip, and I've got a couple more ideas for what I want to do to this thing. But I swear I've never seen a more beautiful Spyderco Shaman in my life. So I'm not going to show it yet. You guys will see it soon. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm very excited for that. By the way, if you didn't notice, at the top of the chat, you should see a poll. It is quite obvious to me now that my most popular series is Steel Snobs. Steel Snobs has more support than any other type of content that I make. And so I'm going to try to do Steel Snobs content more than just once a month. I'm going to try to do it like 2 or 3 times a month, which is 2 or 3 times more than I was doing it before. I mean, shoot, 8 episodes out, and I started it as of April of last year. So let me know. I've got a couple ideas, and I posted them up in the poll. And if you'd like to see something on Steel Snobs that's not at the top of the screen, shout it out in the chat. We could talk about it. So what should the next Steel Snobs episode be about? Should it be K390, S90V versus MagnaCut? Should it be about the best budget steel? Or are super steels even real? Are they real? So far, K390 is in the lead with 36%. Yeah, I'm excited about it, man. All of those are topics I would love to talk about and do research on, but I'm trying to focus on the stuff that people ask for, the stuff that people want the most of. And I think they're all great topics, but I think this is a great way to start. Welcome into Nemic. Welcome into Neil McKenzie. Thanks for being a channel member. Welcome into Tom McDonald and Joseph S. C. Kobe in the house as well. And look at that. C. Kobe, welcome in. Thanks for joining the membership. Welcome into the new connoisseur and collector of all things sharp and shiny. And let me tell you something real quick. Maybe my music's too loud. If you didn't know, we have a members only Discord. We will flash to it. We'll flash to it here in a minute so we can do some pocket checks. But yeah, man, welcome in. Enjoy the fresh emojis, fresh cookie emojis. Absolutely. And hey, welcome into Shooting Smoke. Good to see you. It's been a minute. Sterling Stutes in the house. Thanks for being a channel member. Let's see. All right. I'm just going down. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. Welcome into Be Devious. Good to see you, man. And of course, we got Miranda Hornsby in the house, channel member.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome in, Miranda. Oreo Dave in the house. Good to see you, Dave. How's it going, man? Chris229, good to see you as well. Top Dog in the house, channel mod, channel member. What's up, Top Dog? All right, guys, I'm gonna start getting into stuff in the chat. Let's do that. Oreo Dave says S9DV is better than MagnaCut for flippers. You'd upset a lot of people. You know what? I'm in the business of upsetting people. It doesn't matter what my opinion on anything is. Somebody is getting upset. And I learned a long time ago that at the end of the day, when I make content, I just have to make content that I'm proud of, that I can make to the best of my ability, that represents me and my opinions as best I can. Because at the end of the day, if I can only make one person happy, I'm okay if that person is me. That's it. That's it. Like, I remember when we decided to do the knife mod competition between myself, Duty's Daggers, and Knife Dope. And Knife Dope was like, well, we can't have it on Rollshambo's channel because, you know, like his audience is going to be biased. I'm like, have you seen my comment section? Like, people, like, just because people watch my channel doesn't mean they agree with me. You know, people have minds of their own, but nope. He was worried about a biased audience. But that's my point is that, like, I see my comments every day. I look at my video performances every day, and I see what people say, and I try to respond when I can. I got one today. I got a comment, and it was on a Voss seed. It wasn't even on this Voss seed, but this is the one that I have. It was on the RS Chaos, and the guy's like, "Are you delusional? That's not even a compression lock." Like, man, my channel is sunk low. I'm getting called delusional by a guy that doesn't even know what a compression lock is. Gotta love the comment section. They keep you humble. They keep you honest. Hey, welcome into John Blackman. Thanks for being a channel member. Jay Korskin in the house.
This is Sparta!
And of course, Bluetooth Blades. Did I say hey yet, man? Good to see you. What are you up to? Are you tuning in from Blade Show? Is anyone here actually watching from Blade Show? That would be so trippy. We're all here wishing we were there, and you're there watching us here. Man. D King says, bullshit, your opinion matters big. I have some very peculiar tastes. Like, for example, this knife, I love this knife. This is the Kaiser Holdra. I just released my in-depth review. It included a cut test, me like flying through cardboard. And like, I know that a lot of people don't like this knife, but I love this knife. Some people don't think that it looks good. I think it looks great. It feels good in the hand. It's very well balanced. It's got extremely slicey cutting geometry, great deployment options. It's $150 and you get titanium, like contoured 3D milled titanium S35 VN and a super good deep carry titanium pocket clip. It's not perfect, but I love this knife. And I know a lot of people disagree with me because there's some people out there that are like, the blade to handle ratio is a sin. But that's the thing, is like, there's so many awesome knives out there that it's okay. We don't have to agree on everything. I believe that as a community, one of the things that makes us great is that for the most part. We can come together whether we agree or not, because at the end of the day, we all like knives and we all enjoy this hobby. But the people that are seriously invested, they always trip me up. Like, they come in hot in the comment section, like, he's going to respond to this one. Okay. Bluetooth Blade says, my mods for my Mod Mayhem contest is starting to come in. What knife are you modifying? Like, you don't have to tell me what mods you're doing. You don't have to tell me what parts you got. But what knife? Did you do the Shaman? The Yojimbo 2? The Smock? Or did you go for the Para 3? I might enter 2 knives. Like, you can enter 1 for each knife that can be entered. So, like, you could technically have 4 if you're a crazy person that's spending a ton of money on this. Which I don't suggest unless you were planning on spending a ton of money on it. I might do 2. I might do the Para 3 and the Shaman. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, thank you, D King. I definitely appreciate it, man. Oreo Dave says, Blade Show booths, come check out our new drop point crossbar with this handle material. Winterblade says, come look at the future. All hail Winterblade. Oh man, he's got so many cool new knives over there at Winterblade. I wish I could have gone, because if I could have, Brian from Winterblade would have been on my list. Now, last time I spoke with Brian, I said, hey, you know, because when I spoke with Brian from Winterblade, he was talking to me about how much he enjoyed the couple videos that I did on a couple of his knives already. And I said, well, you know, if you want to see more, just keep me in mind whenever you have new stuff that you want to see reviews on. And he said that he would. Now, there's a metric ton of channels out there that want to be one of the first channels to review his prototypes. We already know that they're going to go to Metal Complex. We know that they're going to go to Neves Knives. We know that they're going to go to the, you know, Lefty EDC, these bigger channels. So we'll see. Will I get my hands on some of his new stuff? I really hope so. The stuff that Winterblade is coming out with is really, really cool. Shooting Smoke says, I got a Ramlock stitch today off your recommendation. It's so good. It's so good. The stitch, it's a classic design. Borka Blades. Borka Blades knows what they're doing. And then they made it a manual folder. It's the cutting geometry, great. Ergos, fantastic. Is it the most snappy action? No, but I give it a pass because it's the first manual stitch ever. I love it. It was one of my favorite pickups of 2023. I got it there near the end and I loved it, man. I still love it. It gets pocket time. Like, I rotate through knives very quickly, and sometimes I pick up something and I love it, and then 3 months later I put it down and then I sell it and never touch one again. That's not the case with the stitch. The stitch is one of those knives that's here to stay. I couldn't see myself selling it. Congratulations on the pickup, man. The Ramlock stitch is definitely one that I think everyone should at least handle. All right. I'm catching up with the chat, guys. B. Devious says, the Sick Array is actually badass. I've been carrying this knife. I wanted to check that one out. I really did. It wasn't in the cards for me, unfortunately. Hey, welcome into Crazy Roach. Good to see you, man. Shooting Smoke says, no Blade Show, but got to go to Smoky Mountain Knife Works last week, look around and fondle many expensive knives. Are you saying that if I order something from Smoky Mountain Knife Works that it might be pre-fondled? It may have felt your loving embrace. I don't know where I was going with that. We're going to drop it. If I seem a bit wired, before the live stream, I had an ice cream date with the wife. It was nice. We took our daughter out in a stroller. We went down the street, checked out a new creamery. I got some ice cream. No cookies today, but I did come in a chocolate dipped waffle cone. So I got that sugar buzz going. It's great. Hey, welcome into El Cap Addict. Another channel mod in the house. We got 3 channel mods. Good to see you guys. All right. Bluetooth Blade says just a shaman, but ooh, what a shaman. It should be pretty good. I blew a wad. Ooh, so we are both modifying shamans. I'm going to be very shocked if anyone got the same scales. If anyone that's doing a shaman got the same scales as me, because I tried to find like small scale makers for this kind of thing. And the set that I picked up, I got to say, it's quite good. I've never seen anything like it. And sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes there's a reason why you never see anything like it. I really hope that this scale maker that I bought from gets some notoriety, though, because they do really good work. But now I'm curious what your shaman looks like. Stay tuned. When the website is fully complete, I'm going to blast it on the Discord. I'll blast it on the YouTube community tab. I'll blast it on Instagram. You guys will know. Like, the website is up. It's just not finished. The sign up sheet is there. What I want to do for the EDC Mod Mayhem competition website is I want to create a timeline so that people can see where we're at in the process. So far, the submission form is live. I haven't uploaded the rules. I haven't uploaded the timeline, but you can actually join the forum there. There's nothing on the forum yet. So yeah, that's kind of where we are. I also am going to make a page when we start getting submissions where you can look at the builds that are submitted so far. And then there's also going to be a voting page. So those are the things that are in the works for the website. And I think we're going to go ahead and open up submission after Blade Show. I'm going to wait for all the craziness to calm down, and we'll open up the submission for the EDC Mod Mayhem competition probably sometime this week. Expect that. Sometime in the next 7 to 10 days, we will open up submission, and it'll stay live and it'll stay open all the way until July 10th. So people that have existing builds, you can submit those. You have to submit with a timestamp, like a handwritten timestamp, so that we know that you're not just going on Instagram and claiming that somebody's really sweet modified knife is yours. But yeah, Top Dog says ice cream with raisins. No, that is an abomination. Never. I mean, I'm sure there's some ice cream out there that's made with raisins. I probably wouldn't eat it, though. B. Devious says, I blew a wad on a skiff fugitive that should be home in around 2 weeks. Damn. Skiff made blades? Those are some pretty nice knives. Hey, welcome into Raccoon Tactical. Thanks for being a channel member.
Oh, yeah.
Pacific Northwest Fun Stuff. Welcome in, man. Thank you for being a channel member. So yeah, I already showed it, but this is what I carried today. What was in your pocket? I carried the Huldra. This was the only thing in my pocket aside from my wallet and keys. I went simple because I was I was recording and editing my video for my in-depth review on this knife. And when I do that, I try to stay faithful to that knife so that I can truly experience it. And I got to say, it's a great carry. What was in your pocket? Let's go ahead and check out the members only Discord in 3, 2, 1, and boom, here we go. All right, so let's do this. We're in the pocket check channel right now. I want to see what people are carrying today. So we're only going to look at what people have uploaded today. Dazed coming in hot with the, is that a, yeah, that's the Vosteed. That's a Vosteed Raccoon, right? Is it a Vosteed? That looks like a CJRB pocket clip. Yeah. Yeah, that's a Vosteed Raccoon with the CJRB. I am so confused right now. Is that a CJRB pocket clip? Are you messing with me? All right. Mark P's got the Sheepdog with the Sawtooth Dave regrind. I bet that is slicey. That's got to be super slicey. I've got one. This guy right here. No regrind. This is stock. But I bet if I reprofiled that edge, it would probably be pretty slicey. It's not very thick here behind the edge to begin with. I can only imagine how slicey it is with a Sawtooth Dave regrind on there. Nemec's got the microtech standard issue. Looking good, man. I still haven't tried one. Can you believe that? One of these days, I'm just going to have to pick one up. El Cap Addict coming in hot with the benchmade narrows slicing through a banana. I dig it, man. Oreo Dave's got the Kaiser October. What a good looking knife. The Kaiser October, the titanium version. That's a knife that I've been meaning to get my hands on for over a year now. And I keep missing sales, and then other things come up, and it's just one of these days, it'll be on the channel. Autumn Wind coming in with the Spyderco Little Native. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe that is the compression lock version. And then what looks like a Bird Blades Sweeney. Have I got them all? Did I hit on all fronts? Please tell me I hit on all fronts, because normally I'm over here misidentifying things. Dazed also's got the Petrified Fish Victor. This is the new version that they had come out. I've got one on the way. The moment someone told me that they were actually that they were released, that you could get them on their website, I went ahead and I ordered one. It should be here soon. So don't be too shocked if you get to see a review on the updated Petrified Fish Victor. I love the regular Victor. The regular Victor with the blue denim micarta handle scales, with the matching backspacer and the K110 steel. It's great. The updated version is going to have contoured aluminum handle scales, 154 cm blade. I believe it's 154 cm blade, and matching aluminum backspacer. Initially, I was really hoping that they were going to go for titanium, and I thought when I saw it and initially talked about on Instagram that it was titanium, but it's not. It's aluminum. That's okay. I love aluminum. Aluminum is a great handle scale material, highly underutilized. So we'll see. It's on the way. We will talk about it soon. All right. Let's check out the chat. Raccoon Tactical carried a Sweetlander 2 he snagged off Blade Binge for a deal in the Vosteed Raccoon TLL top liner lock. There we go. The mini Saya, I feel like an idiot. I knew that they released the mini Psyop, but I haven't really looked at it much. Let's do that. Is that the stock clip? I swear that looks like a CJRB clip. Let's do mini Psyop. You know what these look like? Like, no joke. And this is the corniest thing that I could say, and I understand that. These look like a benchmade bug out. They do. Everything looks like a benchmade bug out. So maybe it's the fact that the mini version doesn't have this big old cutout right there, or the deployment hole. Is that the stock clip? It's not the stock clip. Yeah, that clip does not look like the same one that you put on the one in the Discord. Hold on. We got to go back up here. That does look like the CJRB clip. Maybe you just prefer that. It was throwing me off pretty hard. The clip was throwing me off. C. Kobe says, working tonight and carrying the tactile Chupacabra. Nice. That's another one that I mean to check out here at some point soon. El Cap Addict says there is some Mexican rum raisin ice cream that is good. I mean, can we have that ice cream sans the raisins? Seriously? Oh, man. Bluetooth Blade says, I need a sheepdog. You've got to experience it. That's all I'm going to say is that this is one of the most successful knives that Kaiser has released, the sheepdog, and that's why they've released so many different versions of it, and it's so good. I really like this denim micarta version. There's something about denim micarta that really floats my boat, and I like the flipperless version with the deployment hole. It's a good value too. I believe it's under $100, 154 cm. Single-sided captive pivot, deep carry pocket clip, great ergos. It's an open back design. I wish that it had a back spacer. I always do. Milled out. I can't wait to do my cut test on this. I'm going to do a follow-up video on the sheepdog because the denim version is new as of 2024. I'm going to do a follow-up video on this, and I'm going to do some cut tests. And I'm going to see if just how good this cutting geometry is. Spoiler alert, I already know that it's good. So we're going to find out. Oreo Dave says, I'll send you the Doctober anytime you want. Oreo Dave, always super clutch. I might take you up on that, Dave. I might. You can't threaten me with a good time. Brandon Sutton says, Rollshambo. Autumn Wind said, I believe you said your price point. I believe you said that was your price point for that Spyderco, right? Knife Joy has a stovepipe for $290. No way. No way. Are you serious? We have to confirm this right now. We have to confirm it. Months ago, I think it was like 2 months ago, I said that I was holding off on the Spyderco stovepipe because at $450, I knew that it was going to drop in price because those premium Taiwanese Spydercos always drop in price right before or right when they discontinue them. So the stovepipe. Oh. We're going to take this off the screen real quick. Don't. Oh, it's out of stock. No. No. Guys, out of stock. Autumn Wind. You just, I appreciate the heads up. Looks like, and here's the funny thing. Normally I check Knife Joy for new stuff. Normally they're one of the sites that I always check. I haven't looked at Knife Joy in a couple weeks. Go figure. Go figure. $295. That is a steal for that knife. And look, you can get them elsewhere. Like, check this out. You know, I could go over to here to Knife Center and I could say, oh, look, I could go ahead and get me a stovepipe. And, you know, they're on sale here too for $408. What if I went to Blade HQ? Maybe that's what we'll do. Let's see if we can find one on sale. Oh, look, Spyderco's on sale here as well. Stovepipe. $425. Knife Center sale is better. What about if I go to DLT Trading? Stovepipe. No stovepipes. Come on, DLT. Stovepipe? Yeah, they don't have one. NC Blade. Stovepipe. Come on. $448, normal price. NC Blade ain't taking nothing off the top of that one. Nothing. Not a penny. What about River's Edge cutlery? I wouldn't be surprised if that stovepipe was marked that low for something like an open box, that it was like mislabeled or something. That is Autumn Wind, that just crushed my heart. Hey, welcome into the Night's Edge. He says, well, well, well. Oh, how the turntables. He says, good evening, knife deviants that also couldn't afford Blade Show. Oh, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. All right. Okay, thank you for confirming this. As long as you like the clip, that's what matters. But that was driving me nuts because I saw Vosteed on the blade and then I saw the clip and it completely blew my brain apart. Thank you for confirming that. Yeah, unfortunately, it's sold out, man. Unfortunately, it is sold out, which is a bummer. And by the way, for all of you who are joining in who have not seen it yet, check out the poll at the top of the chat. Steel Snobs, by far and away, is my most popular series that I do. It's more popular than my regular knife reviews, which is crazy to me because I have more knife reviews than anything else. But what people really want to watch on the channel time and time again is my Steel Snobs series. So there's a poll. What should the next Steel Snobs episode be on? Should it be on K390? Should it be on S90V versus MagnaCut? Should it be about the best budget steel? Or should we discuss our super steels even real? So far, it's close. K390 is in the lead at 38%. S90V versus MagnaCut is second at 31%. Best budget steel is at 19, and then our super steels even real is 12. So far, I think people want to hear about K390. I need to research it. And that's why I like asking these questions ahead of time in polls, because I want to know. Like, I seriously want to know. What can I best spend my time making content for? What would you guys want to see? Like, this is all stuff that I enjoy making regardless. So it's all about making sure that we serve the community as best we can. Shooting Smoke says Smoky Mountain Knife Works has it for $360. Stovepipe. Ooh, nice. That's a pretty damn good price too. They also have, it's a paramilitary 2 salt black MagnaCut. Okay, so riddle me this. MagnaCut is one of the more corrosion resistant steels out there, period. We all know that. Why are we putting a coating on it? Like, why the coating? Seriously? Like, I understand DLC on something like crewware, right? Crewware is not the most stainless steel. I understand it on something like S30V. S30V is stainless, but it's not like super stainless. Does MagnaCut really need it? Like, do we want to take the Rockwell hardness hit on MagnaCut to get DLC? That's also not a bad price. $177 is less than what I paid for my crewware paramilitary 2. This is bad. This is very bad. But we came here for another reason. Is it in stock? Stovepipe, go. Hey, it is in stock. Would you look at that? This is a sign though, guys. So this is a little bit outside of the price that I wanted to spend on it. $295 was the price. That's why I went bananas when Autumn Wind came in and was like, oh, I found it at that price point you wanted. Like, already? No way. This is a really good price, though. It's a very good price. I have a theory that they will officially discontinue the Spyderco stovepipe around Thanksgiving, around Black Friday, because they'll use Black Friday as a way to get rid of a lot of their knife models that they're discontinuing to get them sold out of stock. I guarantee it. Knife Deet says the only reason to coat MagnaCut is for cosmetic reasons. Guess it depends on how badly you want the look as to whether it is worth it. You know, so DLC, Diamond Like Carbon, that's what DLC stands for. I used to be one of those who said, and I'll raise my hand, I used to be one of those who thought that it was Diamond Like coating. DLC stands for Diamond Like Carbon. And if it's real DLC, and Spyderco does real DLC, then it's quality stuff because it is so hard. Like, we're talking, the coating itself is so hard. It has a scratch HRC. It has a Rockwell itself of about, I believe it's like in the 80s. And so it's far more likely if you get a mark or something on your DLC, if it's real DLC, chances are you didn't actually scratch it. Whatever, it just took material off of whatever was rubbed against it. Because DLC, real DLC, has a really hard surface. So you could say that whether or not you need the stainlessness or the extra protection, it does protect it against scratches and stuff. So there is that. Aesthetically speaking, does it look better? I mean, I'll let you be the judge. I like it. I just don't know why. I don't know why we have it. This is very tempting. When I reviewed the stovepipe, I loved it. I did not want to send it back, but I also didn't want to pay $450. I'll call a spade a spade. There's not a whole lot of other Spydercos out there like the stovepipe. David Ridbaum, Kingdom Armory, come on. This knife is legendary. Chris Reeve integral lock. Yeah. Some people don't like it. Some people will tell you, well, it's, you know, like, it's a small knife that's trying to act big. What it is a small knife that you can get a full purchase on with a really, really sweet blade. I would rock that. I would definitely carry that a lot. So it's not a question of whether or not I'm going to buy one. It's a question of how far do I wait for the price to go down? $360, that's very tempting. But I have a feeling that they're going to discontinue these around Black Friday in order to push discontinued sales. And I would be willing to bet that $295 price point gets hit when that happens. Kind of like they did with the, what was it called? Like the Spyderco Subvert. I don't know. LCAP says, I think Smoky Mountain Knife Work only has 2 in stock. Don't hit me with the fear of missing out. I'm telling you, they will discontinue the stovepipe, and when they do, that price will drop and it'll be under $300. I know it. In my heart of hearts, I know it. Miranda says, it's just for looks, black on black. Some people really love black knives. I'm not super partial. For example, I love a good satin finish, especially on a knife like this guy. Except, and you'll notice this, like I get fingerprints and smudges on this thing frequently, because I'm always handling it. The freaking psyop. All right, so I mentioned that we would go ahead, that we might do some lurking. So let's, first of all, I want to check and make sure I'm not missing anyone's pocket check. And shout out to Dazed for completely blowing my mind with the CJRB Vosteed mini psyop. But for also posting this guy. I had never heard of that company before, Aimfront, but those scales are new to me and they look great. So good looking out on that one. Kaleidoscope of Knives modified a Spyderco Manix 2. Look at that. I dig it, man. That looks great. With the Vero axe on. Very nice. All right, let's see. Have we missed any new stuff? That's the TW Price Rain, right? Right? REYNE. TW Price does great work. I haven't checked this one out yet. I've checked out the Dawn and I loved it. The Dawn was good. All right. So I'm going to kill the music because we're going to see what's new at Blade Show. We're going to do some lurking. Vicariously. So wait for it. I just typed in Blade Show 2024. You know what? David C. Anderson knows his stuff.
Hey everyone, David C. Anderson from the Knife Center coming at you from Blade Show 2024 here at the Demco Knives booth with the man you expect.
How are you?
Andrew Demco. Good. How are you, man?
Good.
Always good to see you. Let's talk about some of the new knives you have on the table.
Okay, so I think our biggest news.
And by the way, guys, I haven't watched any of these videos. I decided to wait for you. I waited for you. I didn't watch ahead of time. I'm not one of those guys that watches the episode and then goes back and watches it again for the first time. If you have a spouse that does that, you know what I'm talking about. The loading. Why did I get hit with the loading sign?
Of this show was that we've got a lot of our 8020 MG, and we call this the V2 clip point. It's a variant too because our other clip point has a longer clip.
Mm-hmm. And I thought this was the S version. With the,
it is
the
a slim.
blade?
It is a slim. It's a slim.
Love that.
It's got the nominally an 1/8 inch blade and full flat ground, top to bottom, Magna cut steel. Also, for the first time, we're offering this in a textured carbon fiber, so it's the machine textured.
Oh, cut nice.
The same texturing as on our titanium.
Yeah, at quick glance, I just thought it was G10, but yeah.
That's pretty cool. They're doing the, what is that? The diamond texturing on the carbon fiber. Better question, how much does it cost? $1 million.
Now that you mentioned it, you move it around.
When you really look at it, you'll start saying, well, that's carbon.
Well, and the lightness that gets you too is pretty incredible.
It's fantastic. It's very thin on the edge. 62 RC Magna cut.
Excellent.
We have that both in the carbon fiber. Well, actually, we have this in all of our G10. Mm-hmm. Every color we have, full tie, and that carbon.
Fantastic.
And we brought a lot, so nobody should go home disappointed. If you haven't had your 8020 MG, this is the show to get it because we made a lot of these.
Yeah. Well, I've always been a fan of the slimmer blade versions too.
Wow.
Like I like the.
So that's not the 20.5. That's the 8020 MG.
And of course, that nice action with it as well. Good on it. I love it. Nice.
So
that's cool.
Also, we have our 8010.
Hey, welcome into Todd Carr. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being a channel member.
Meaning that we're importing a part. In fact, in this time, it's the blade from Italy.
Yep.
So it's German-made Damascus, and it's all the same. Everything from here down is our made in-house.
Same deal. Yep.
Sometimes you might get a Taiwan-made MIM lock, but all these Damascus have the. All
right, I'll be honest. I kind of lost interest there. It's a lot of the same stuff that we're used to seeing. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people looking forward to getting their MG20s. If I was there at Blade Show, that'd probably be on my list. Let's see, what else? What else? Blade Show 2024. Oh, I thought Microtech released a new one. Oh no. Ads.
What's up, everybody? We are here at the Microtech booth at Blade Show 2024 with Ray Helms.
Hey, how are you doing?
Doing great. It's
Thanks
good to
for
see you.
having me.
We're going to talk about some new knives.
All right, so we have a lot in the lineup here. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with, I mean, this looks like a surefire stiletto to me. What's going on here?
And it actually is. So
Oh, show me the new ultratech. There's a new ultratech, right? I probably should have vetted some of these videos beforehand.
Unique glass break on the backside.
Oh, I haven't seen something like that before.
Yeah, that is actually really new.
Dude, I almost cut myself right
Yeah,
now.
they'll cut you. They're live. And we'd have the crud cutter, which basically accumulates the lint and debris that might get in the button track. This does have the tritium vial that will only be offered in the collaboration.
It's a luminary, huh?
That's right, exactly right.
So that's not an ultratech, that's called the luminary.
And then what we're calling the zero stop or the zero blade play technology. There's no movement.
Feels like a fixed blade. Really?
Yeah.
So, like, we're looking less than 500 here. Maybe about there, 500?
Maybe 400.
You know what it is? We just skipped to the part where they're talking about what the price on the new ultratechs are going to be. We knew it was only a matter of time. We saw a new combat Troodon. We saw a new LUDT. We saw a lot of old designs becoming new again and getting updated. It was only a matter of time before they updated the ultratech, which is their flagship model knife. And I say it's their flagship because it is probably the most sold knife from microtech. And the ultratech, one of the things that makes the ultratech great is that it's stayed at a relatively reasonable price tag. Did you hear that? They just said that the new version of the ultratech is going to be under $500. Is that a bragging point? No, stop it.
Yeah. So, like, we're looking less than 500 here. Maybe about there, 500?
Maybe 400-ish. Right now, you can get an ultra.
That is not something that I would brag about. Well, you'll spend, it'll be less than maybe 400. Stop it. Stop it. I can't do this, guys. I cannot watch another minute of that without cringing. Okay. Well, it was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. Hey, shout out to Bluminati Ninja with the 5 gifted memberships. And welcome into the new connoisseurs and collectors of all things sharp and shiny. Welcome in. Thank you, Blue. I appreciate your generosity, man. LCAP says, I think Duty and Puerto Rican said that they went by there. Went by where? Knives Fast was the only channel that stopped by. I bet more than one channel stopped by. I bet some of them just haven't released any videos that they've shot. And I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of channels went, but did not actually record. They just went to network. If I was there, there's no way I couldn't do some recording of some kind. There's no way I couldn't share that experience. So when I eventually make it to a Blade show, expect to see footage from me. Will it be phone footage? Will it be footage from my camera? God only knows, but recording will be done. Top Dog says, just know we're all at Blade Show in spirit. Oh, man. The worst part about going to Blade Show, I think, is deciding which tables you have to stop at and which ones, and knowing that there are so many that you want to check out, but you won't be able to because there's just so much there. I've talked to multiple people about Blade Show, and they always tell me, get a list of the tables you want to stop at, that you must stop at, and then save everything else for like the last bit, if you get a chance to hit everything that's on your list. And that's kind of depressing. It's almost like there's so much there that there's no way you can possibly hit everything in time. That's a bit of a bummer. Loser says, this is that awful chunky guy from Knife Center who's almost started crying while recounting his knife journey. Super boring in beta. Man, harsh words from Loser. Are we talking about David C. Anderson? I think he's a good guy. I don't know him personally, but he's been around for quite a while. Todd Carr says, did they release the one with no blade play yet? I think it's called the Atreus, and I think that we're going to have like a single one at Blade Show. So I don't know if they auctioned it or not. I don't know. I think that it's probably going to be $1,000 knife. Wouldn't be surprised. We'll see. B Devious says, higher tier knives needed to be included Blade Show 2024. Nothing wrong with mid and lower tier knives. I guess I might have to go to Makers Syndicate in September. Maybe, man. Maybe. All right. We're gonna scroll on down. And I'm gonna check on the poll real quick. Okay, K390 is still in the lead for the next Steel Snobs video. I'll put up another poll on the community tab and we'll see if the overall community votes for K390 as well. Loser says Vosteed has a killer table this year. They do. They've got some new models there too, which look pretty sweet. Kevin Smith and Knives, welcome in. Thanks for being a channel member. He says, I have the Stitch, the MSI. I'll never pay that much for an OTF. I like manual. I prefer manual, but there's a spot in my heart that's reserved for American-made OTF knives. They're really enjoyable for me. They're one of those things that I never get tired of deploying an OTF knife. They're just a lot of fun. Are they the most practical? No. Definitely not. But they're fun. They bring me enjoyment. They're not for everybody, though. Loser says, Shambo, that David guy is why I stopped watching Knife Center channel. He's insufferable. Fair enough. Shooting Smoke says, I think the zero blade play is the one they were talking about for under 500 in that video. No, there's no way. There is no way. Stupid ads, go away. I hate ads so much. All right, we could find out for sure. Microtech Atreus. Maybe that was the one. Was that the one? No. Microtech, ultratech. What is it? Like a Gen 3? Combat Troodon, Combat Troodon. I don't know why it's making me watch this ad fully. That's annoying. I'll check back on this one in 35 seconds. How about that? When that ad's done playing. I could have sworn the one that we popped in on was not the Atreus though, because the Atreus has this it looks kind of like the it's got that thing going on that they have on the Deadlock, where it's got that piece there in the center of the scale. Is it going to play? Did it just make me watch all of that ad for nothing? Ah, come on, YouTube. I need to get YouTube Premium again. I need to.
Buddy, we are here at the Microtech, Texas, but I saw this thing out there.
Yeah.
My
So-
goodness, does it look
Okay,
good.
that is
We
the
were supposed to
Atreus.
have that
That's
ready
fair.
for sale
Good
here
call
at
out.
Blade Show 2024,
Shooting
and I
Smoke.
did
That is the
announce that.
Atreus.
However, all three of these are in production at the moment. So I think you're going to start seeing these dropping to the dealers within the next month or so, because they are being machined as we speak. That is a custom model. Do not know a price point on the Atreus.
That carbon
The
fiber
Atreus.
slide
I thought
is
it was the
cool.
Atreus.
Yeah. But
Atreus.
we made a big
Okay.
announcement last night.
Yeah, I saw this on Instagram. I remember my roommate's behind the camera right here, and I'm like, dude, You wake up, the ultratech is back and better. And he's like, go to bed, you weirdo.
Okay,
That's what they're calling the new ultratech. They're calling the Atreus the new ultratech. Okay.
And I know you might
I thought
say,
for
well,
sure
why
they
mess
were
with
saying that
success, but feel the blade play. There isn't any.
It's perfect.
It has the dual fuel drivetrain, which makes it easier to deploy.
But doesn't that look like an
It has the
updated
crutch cutter
ultratech?
system. It has the reversible pocket clip. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds, but the beauty of it is the price point's only going to be about $30 more than the normal ultratech that you use.
Okay, so
Really?
they are doing a new ultratech. They are doing a new ultratech. The price point's only going to be about $30 higher. Okay, I can live with that. They made updates. They changed some things. Crud cutter, what they call the dual fuel system or whatever, which, I mean, honestly, I have no issue with the regular microtech, ultratech action. I know some people do. I don't. Interesting. $30 more, new ultratech model. The Atreus is going to be under $500. Okay. The Atreus at $400. No wiggle, no jiggle. Deadlock spinoff. Okay. We might have to check that one out. I'm going to go ahead and get back to the chat. Hold on. B Devious says, my blade show was getting a grail from Skiff Blades, The Fugitive. I'm okay not being there, and I actually scored an actual grill knife myself. But yeah, I still want to go to Blade Show in the future. If I was to go to Blade Show, I would have to be one of the first people in line to stop by Oz Machine Company's table. I would have to stop by Koenig's table. I would have to stop by Winterblade's table. There's so many makers and manufacturers that I'd want to check out. Vosteed would be on the list for sure. Vosteed would be on the list. I love what they're doing with the knife locks, the top liner lock, the V anchor lock, and thank goodness that they are finally on camera calling it the V anchor lock, because they had a typo on their Kickstarter for the Ankelo where they didn't put the space between V and anchor, and then everyone was calling it the Vancor lock, which sounds cool, but is incorrect. And so finally, like, I saw them in a Vu Fam video. They're like, it's the V anchor. And they were very serious about it. The V anchor lock. So I'm glad that got cleared up as well. Speaking of getting stuff cleared up, the whole time I thought that the Sharp by Designs knife was called the Derecho, because it's spelled that way, Derecho, but they confirmed it is in fact the Derico. So this guy right here. It's the Derico. Or at least that's what Brian from Sharp by Design says. Do they still have those available? DLT Trading? Derico. Or did they sell out? I bet they sold out. Yeah, they all sold out. It took them a minute, but they sold out. What about at NC Blade? Was it NC Blade? Yeah, they've got some in stock. I mean, the ones that I would have wanted were sold out, but they got some in stock. They got the PVD aspirated titanium and M390 version. This is the one that I liked. Ultimately, I decided to buy something else at the time. It's tempting if they come back in stock, I'll say that. B Devious says Maker Syndicate is the show for getting an Oz, Koenig, Brown, Skiff, etc. That's a fair point. It's a very fair point. Miranda says, doesn't Oz Machine do his own show? I think that they host a show. I wonder if that's the Maker Syndicate that B Devious is mentioning, because I remember that Oz Machine Company did host a show. I don't know if it was their own show or if they just hosted it. Todd says, no Oz at Blade this year. They probably banned Oz. They're like, You're going to shut down the whole show if we let you in. Give everyone else a chance. Todd Carr says Demko releasing a $50 FRN and Oz 1080 20.5. You know what? It's about time. It's about time. Where was this 2 years ago when I spent $150 on basically that same knife? For shame. But you know what? At least they're doing right, and they're getting that design out there in people's hands for a budget price. That is really, really cool. Dean Griffin says, if I could go only to Blade Show or the Syndicate would be the easy choice by far, having gone to both. I haven't even gone to one. You guys are killing me. LCap says, have a good evening, Roll. Thanks for the live. Later, everyone. Have a good night, LCap. Oreo Dave says, Blade HQ will never replace Ben. They should go with a woman and open up the market to females. We have too much testosterone in the community. Man, you know what? I think that the community would love to have more ladies as a part of it. I think all the gals are looking at this like that is one big sausage fest. There is so much opportunity for women in this community. I will say that. And I think that overwhelmingly we're a very welcoming group of people. But as knife nuts, you know, we get looked at like we're a little extreme. The women that join the community always do well, and they're always well received. So I agree. I think that there should be more women in our community, and the chances are that they're here, but that they just don't make it super obvious. Like we've got a few gals out there. You know, shout out to Miranda Hornsby in the chat. Is there an opportunity? Absolutely. Is there a reason why there's not more women in the community? Maybe. Palmer Connolly says, I feel like Blade Show just smelled bad. If the knife and EDC community is a sausage fest, Blade Show is the sausage factory. Trademark that. Loser says, more ladies are okay, but we don't want a bunch of juiced up man haters pushing a bunch of spade blades. Hey, people can like what they want, right? At the end of the day, it's up to you. Like, we drive the market. We are the customer base. We drive the market. We vote with our dollars. And so if you don't like something, the best way to vote against it is to not buy it, of course. And if it's hot and it'll live. And if it's not, it will die. All right, guys. Well, I think that is going to do it for me tonight. I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you guys for joining me. You know what? It's tough not being there at Blade Show, especially having so many invites, so many people wanted me to be there, and I wasn't able to make it this year. It just did not come together, which is unfortunate, but that's life. It happens. You have to have priorities, and so that's why I'm not at Blade. And I know that many of you would like to be there as well. So despite the fact that many of us are not there, but we'd like to be, I want to say thank you for taking the time to join me on a Saturday night live stream. The next live will be Wednesday at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's 8 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, or 7 p.m. Pacific. Guys, for some of you, I will see you soon. For everybody else, I will see you later.